normally, and I've heard this characterized as a private equity investment, I think that only has to do with structure in this particular instance. All right. The folks that are behind SSG, I mean, come on, we're talking about owner of the Mets, owner of the Red Sox, owner of major sports teams. The typical private equity time horizon is 3 to 5, maybe 7 years looking for a payback on your investment. Not these folks. These are not the typical private equity investors. These are folks that intend to hold on to this for a long time and hopefully create generational wealth out of this investment in the PGA Tour. That is similar to the point of view of PIF. I have found it interesting that it's been characterized several times that PIF is spending money with no intent for any economic return. That's just a misunderstanding of time horizons here, okay? The PIF invests in terms of decades and generations, not a 3 to 5 year time horizon similar to private equity. And investments for decades and generations can take a very long view. And in this case, a fund of this size can burn $1 billion or $2 billion here, looking towards a return where 10 years, 15 years, 25 years from now, it's generating $1 to $2 to $3 billion per year in additional income for them as a part of their potential investment in the game. And I would also point out that it's extremely likely that there's still going to be an investment from the PIF fund because the level of compensation is still not even between the two parties involved here. And until PIF is involved in the PGA Tour, which would provide them the motivation to level out these avenues of income that have been created, that's when you're going to eventually be able to create a fully integrated global golf tour. And the great thing about it is it'll have black hats, it'll have white hats, it'll have Hatfields and McCoys. And what golf has always asked for year in and year out is great rivalries. And the way that this is working out, it is likely to create really interesting rivalries. And television and the media will eventually grasp onto that because that's what television and the media does. It writes great stories and it knows how to do that.